This is Tanks Vlog, May 20th, 2019, wrapping up today in sports. I am a firm believer that teams take on the personality of their manager or their coach in other sports. And the New York Mets have clearly taken on the personality of that limp, brainless, heartless, godless piece of shit manager, Mickey Callaway. This team cannot win with him as their manager. But for the confidence he gets, he will never get fired. It's like the DMV. The Mets don't hold anyone accountable, ever. I mean, they should just put a sign out on the locker. This is an accountability-free zone. You could suck. You don't have to hustle. You don't have to try. You just play every day, no matter what. And if you start hitting, you get set because that's bullying. I hate Mickey Callaway with every fiber of my being. This team is unwatchable, unbearable, terrible. They're now 5 games below 500. They just got swept by a Double-A Miami Marlins team. Double-A. They couldn't even win the Triple-A World Series, these Marlins. They would not even win in Triple-A. And they swept the Mets this week. 3 total hits over the last 2 games, and nothing's changed. Nothing gets done. Manager's job is safe and secure because Brody, he's the shield that protects that fraud general manager Brodie Van Wagenen. So frustrating. Absolute, total aggravation, frustration. Robinson Cano, what a fucking waste he is. He's terrible. He makes Robbie Alomar look like fucking greatest second base. Misery. Just sheer, unadulterated fucking misery. They're done. 3 straight fucking years. And the Mets are canceled before fucking Memorial Day. Couldn't even make it to goddamn Memorial Day. Yankees, meanwhile, now first place, using a 7-run outburst in the 6th inning to beat the Tampa Bay Rays 13-5. The Mets had the same resources that the Yankees do. The Yankees are the Yankees are just the walking fucking wounded. And they're 28-17. This isn't the Yankees that anyone expected. This is Gio Urshela. And they win. Because one team fosters winning is important. The other one is, let's love each other. We don't need accountability. Let's have excuses. All the Mets ever do is give fucking excuses. Robinson Cano is the leader of the pack. I thought there was 2 outs. I thought there was the ball was a foul. How about you hustle every goddamn time? Like a fucking professional. But you know what? It doesn't matter because the manager allows it. This is what happens when there's a team with no accountability. This is why when you love, it sucks, and you have a fucking asshole, soft-ass manager, needs someone to come in here, peel the fucking paint off, but that's never going to happen with this limp, Red Sox salvaged the finale in their series against the Astros, winning 4-3. Michael Chavis hit a big home run in that one. It was the Phillies beating the Rockies 7-5. Mets are just fading away. Indians over the Orioles 10-0. As Shane Bieber pitched a complete game shutout. The A's and Tigers had their game suspended. They'll actually resume the game on September 6th with the A's up 5-3. Hyun-Jin Ryu has 31 straight scoreless innings as the Dodgers beat the Reds 8-3. It was the Brewers 3-2 in 10 innings over the Braves. Christian Yelich went deep again. Vladimir Guerrero also went deep again as the Blue Jays beat the White Sox 5-2. It was the Rangers scoring twice in the 10th to beat the Cardinals 5-4. Nomar Mazza's sac fly was the game winner. Pablo Sandoval homered in the 10th to give the Giants a 3-2 win over the Diamondbacks. Royals beat the Angels 5-1. Pirates over the Padres 6-4. It was the Mariners beating the Twins, ending the Minnesota 7-game winning streak 7-4. And the Cubs completed a sweep of the Nationals 6-5. But the Nationals don't have to worry. Free win on Monday. Wilmer Font. The Mets love the throw. Wilmer Font had a chance to get Gio Gonzalez, but the Mets just pinch pennies because this team is a dumpster fire. They don't give a shit. They just are cheap. They will lose every game that Murky Callaway manages. They won't win another game until he's fired. And he won't get fired. 20-142. You heard it here first. NBA. Eastern Conference Finals actually turned into a series, or somewhat of a series, as the Raptors, coming home, needing a win, down 0-2, fought hard all night long and beat the Bucks in overtime, 118-112. Kawhi Leonard led the way, 36 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. NHL, the Sharks might have won Game 3 with a hand pass, but that just lit a fire, an absolute fire under the St. Louis Blues. Today, after winning Game 4, went on the road into San Jose and just absolutely kicked the Sharks' tail all up and down the ice. Final score, 5-0. Jaden Schwartz had a hat trick. On January 2nd, the St. Louis Blues were the worst team in the NHL. They fired their coach. They turned their season around. You could say the rookie goalie had played a big role, and that was very important. It certainly wasn't that damn song Gloria. That song sucks. No. They got a new culture. It might have took a month because they still struggled in December under Craig Berube. But he changed the culture. Changing managers and coaches is important. But meanwhile, the Mets, nope. Job is safe. Everyone loves each other. I love you. The Mets are skinny-rinky-dinky-ding. I hate this fucking manager, Mickey Keller. I fucking hate him. Golf, major. PGA, Brooks Koepka was the champion. Led after all 4 rounds. He actually played very poorly on Sunday. But when you have a 7-stroke lead, you can suck and still win. And Brooks Koepka won. That just basically shows you what happened in Bethpage this weekend. The weekend was lost. It was all the air got let out of the balloon. Not only with Tiger missing the cut, but Koepka just a 7-stroke lead going into the weekend. And on Saturday, when Koepka shot par, nobody came up close and challenged him. So it was just a practice round. Dustin Johnson did get wet in 1 stroke at one point, but Koepka eventually settled his game down and won the tournament by 2 strokes. All the juice was drained. All the juice was literally drained before the whole weekend began. But Brooks Koepka, what can you say? He's right now the best golfer in the game. He in the last 3 years now, he's won 4 majors. He currently holds. He's the 2-time defending champion at the U.S. Open. He'll be going for 3 next month. And now he's the 2-time defending champion of the PGA. Of course, last year the PGA was in August. Now it's in May. And this guy now holds, if you think about it, that's the last half the major titles over the last 2.5 years. It doesn't get better than that. That's Tiger-like. That's Jack Nicklaus-like. That's Brooks Koepka-like. Today's 3 stars: Jaden Schwartz of the Blues, Sandy Alcantara, who no-hit a listless, terrible piece of crap, horrible baseball team, and Kawhi Leonard, who led the Raptors in their overtime win over the Bucks. Birthday shout-out today goes to Bud Grant. He's 92. I remember a few years ago when the one of those 2 seasons that the Vikings were playing outdoor games at the age of 89 in 10-degree weather, was still out there without a jacket on. I think Bud Grant might actually be the Night King. No confirmation yet, but I think he truly is the Night King. And we take a look back 20 years ago today when Robin Ventura hit grand slams in both ends of a doubleheader, thus becoming the only player to ever do that. Ventura had a habit of hitting grand slams. He had 18 of them in his career, which is tied for 5th all time. And the only players ahead of him are like all Hall of Famers, except for Manny Ramirez, who, should be a Hall of Famer, if not for, that steroid stuff. But Robin Ventura, I remember that day too. I remember he hit those 2 grand slams. I remember watching those games after watching Phantom Menace. How's time fly? And the Mets actually did make you have a fucking nightmare and agita every time you watch them. Because he had a manager that actually fucking had a pulse, wanted to win, liked winning. Not this fucking loser, Mickey Callaway. You're killing me, Mickey. He's got to go. Every day he stays kills me more. I think it's taking months off my life. I hate Mickey Callaway so much. I hate him. I hate his voice. I hate his face. But yet, nope. He's going to be their manager next week. He'll be their manager next month. Because nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. The Mets are an accountability-free zone, and he is the king of no accountability. For the full story of Robin Ventura's 2 Grand Slam home runs, Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.